3 times a year, Salesforce changes your Salesforce org, whether you ask for it or not. Hi, everyone. I'm Dimitri Fioole, the founder of Springburst. With the Winter 25 release upon us, I want to talk about the impact those 3 annual releases have on both production and ongoing projects. One of the things we all value about Salesforce is that it keeps evolving. Every release brings new features, smarter automation, and opportunities to deliver more value. That is a huge part of why the platform is so powerful. But with that pace of innovation comes responsibility. It is not just about what Salesforce adds, it is about how those changes ripple through your Salesforce org. And that is where testing has to step up. When a new release is rolled out, it first lands in your preview sandboxes. That gives you the opportunity to test and see how the changes affect your setup. And a few weeks later, the same release is pushed into your production Salesforce org. That means you carry 2 responsibilities at once, validating that your live business processes will keep working and making sure your project work in sandboxes is not disrupted by the changes. If you have custom automations, integrations with other systems, or industry-specific processes, the risk multiplies, and sometimes a small field change or a tweak in flow behavior can break a process that feels critical to your users. Too often, we see teams separate these 2 worlds. They do a quick smoke test after the release hits their preview sandbox and then go back to project work. But Salesforce does not wait for your timeline. The cadence keeps moving, and if you treat the release cycle as background noise, issues show up in 2 places at once. Frustrated users in production and blocked developers in your project team. So what can you do differently? Over the years, we found 3 practices that really work. 1, baseline regression packs. Start with your most critical business processes and automate them. That gives you the ability to validate in hours and not in weeks. 2, parallel validation in preview sandboxes. This is a game changer. By running these regression packs in preview, you get a clear view of how the release impacts production and development before it even goes live. 3, unified release calendar. Treat Salesforce's release schedule as part of your project plan and build your test cycles around it. Do not plan in isolation, plan with the cadence in mind. What makes Salesforce different from other platforms is that you cannot opt out. The release train will not stop. It keeps moving 3 times a year, whether you're ready for it or not. That is a gift and a challenge. A gift because you get constant innovation, and a challenge because you cannot just stand still. You have to adapt your testing approach to stay in sync. If you build your QA with that rhythm in mind, you keep your production Salesforce org stable and your projects moving forward. It is not just about testing what you build, it is about testing with Salesforce itself. And that mindset shift makes all the difference. Thanks for listening, and now back to you, Robin.